Hey, welcome to the Plaid X2 channel. My name is John, and on this channel we talk about all things physical media. So we talk about movies, music, and books. If you're into that kind of thing, go ahead, hit subscribe down below for more of that kind of content. This is going to be a pickups video. I found some cool stuff this week. So anyway, stick around and I'll show that stuff off to you. So the first two items come from two different places, and the first one I picked up today, and this is from a place called Book Warehouse. They have not a ton of movies there, it is mostly books, but they have a section of movies, DVDs and Blu-rays, not huge, and they do a deal. It's like $150 for one movie or 4 for $5. So I went through them and there were not 4 that I was interested in, but I did find one that I was interested in, and this is a blind buy for me. I've never seen it before, but I looked it up online. It looked really interesting, and the cast is pretty cool too. Robert Duvall, Sissy Spacek, and Bill Murray, and it's called Get Low, and it looks interesting. I believe this fella is coming near the end of his life, and he has a funeral service while he's still alive because he wants to hear all of the stories people have to say about him before he goes. So anyway, Get Low, it looked really interesting. Thought I'd pick that one up, especially for $1.50. And then this next one is I don't buy this ever. I picked this up at Salvation Army for 49 cents. And I blame this purchase on Hammer's Home Video, on Jeff from Hammer's Home Video, because he has a cool series right now where he's going back watching VHS and then doing a review and talking about the experience. I have not bought a VHS in decades. And I was at Salvation Army this week and I saw one, and I think I'm blaming it on him. I fully am blaming it on Hammer. And so anyway, I saw this one and I picked it up for 49 cents, and I'm glad to have it in the collection. It is a VHS and it is Rocky IV. So what I'm going to do is I am going to, on my hunting, I'm now going to look out for VHS for just the Rocky series, and I plan to do 1 through 5. So I do have 4 now, so I will put the whole set together at some point, and we'll display them in my office probably, because this is my all-time favorite movie series, the Rocky series. So anyway, I now have Rocky IV on VHS, and I am blaming you, Hammer, and thanking you at the exact same time. Okay, so this next pickup has with it a really crazy, weird story. So this next movie was recommended to me from the channel, the MovieBuffPaynes. If you've never checked out their channel, you need to check it out. It will be in the description below, as will Hammer's Home Video in the description below. But MovieBuffPaynes, they recommended this movie on their channel, and so I looked it up and I watched the trailer on it, and it looked really good, and they talked very highly of it, and so I found it. In fact, I found 2 copies on Mercari, and I bought one of them. And I waited for it and waited, and then finally it came. I'll tell you what the movie is. The movie's called The F Word. And so this is the Canadian release of it. In the United States, it is called What If, starring Daniel Radcliffe. And for me, the reason I wanted to see it was Adam Driver is in this film. And he is absolutely hilarious in this film. Very much a comedic role, really good. But anyway, back to the story. So I purchased this film, this Blu-ray. It was factory sealed, had the slipcover, found it, purchased it, a really great price. It was a little less than $10, and it got sent to me. I opened up the package and it reeked so bad of mothballs. I literally ran out of my house, threw it outside because it stank so bad that I actually felt ill smelling it. So I contacted the guy and I was like, dude, what the heck? I said, this reeks, like I can't even keep this in my home. And he apologized, said he was very sorry. I contacted Mercari and they said there's nothing they can do. Now, Mercari's been amazing. I've contacted them before about issues I've had with things I've bought, and they've fixed it every single time. This time they said, though, it smelled and there's nothing they can do about it, which I was not really happy about because it was a waste of money, and I said, I can't keep it. So I contacted the guy and I said, hey man, do you want this back? And I said, and can you send me the money via PayPal? I didn't know that you can't put personal information in a chat on Mercari. So I did, but I was at the post office. I put my information in our chat in Mercari, closed the app, went inside, shipped this thing back to the seller, came outside, opened up my phone to put the tracking number in there for him, and found out that everything I had put had been instantly deleted because it was personal information. I cannot give it to him, and therefore he cannot send me the money via PayPal, and I just shipped him his movie back. So I paid for the movie that I cannot keep, and I shipped it back to the seller. And anyway, out the money, out the movie. Not real happy, but there was a second copy from another seller on Mercari. So I bought that one. And then I waited, and about a week later, I got a package in the mail from the seller, and it was 4 children's toys. Not the movie. It was 4 children's toys. I was so frustrated when that happened. I've bought it twice now and did not get it. And so it was 4 children's toys. I contacted them. I said, listen, this is not what I ordered. I contacted Mercari. Mercari said, listen, we're reimbursing you. Obviously, it's not what you ordered, so you got your money back. Anyway, so they said, don't ship the toys back, just get rid of them. So anyway, got rid of them. And then a week later, the person who had shipped me the toys felt bad. They stole my address. They sent me the movie back. So I paid for the movie twice. I didn't get the first one. I did get the second one, got reimbursed for the second one. It all worked out fine, and I have the F word. I watched it the other night. It is a pretty sweet movie. I do like it. A lot of comedy in it. Adam Driver is absolutely hilarious. Super long story for one single pickup, but it was crazy getting this movie finally in the collection. It's the F word. Next 2 pickups are from my local pawn shop, and they sell movies for $3. And someone, I missed the whole drop off. Someone dropped off, I think they said like 150 Blu-rays. I was away, so I missed it, but they still had quite a few there that I hadn't seen yet. So I picked up 2, and it is White House Down, Channing Tatum, Jamie Foxx. I have seen this movie once or twice. I did enjoy it. It's pretty entertaining. Just kind of unplug your brain and just be entertained. So I picked this up, $3. Glad to have it in the collection. And then this one I picked up. I have seen this before, and I want to give it a revisit. And it is Noah with Russell Crowe. So $3. Thought I would pick this one up and give it another revisit. I didn't love it the first time, but I did some reading on it and the intent of the director, and so I thought I'd give this one another shot. So that's what I picked up at the local pawn shop. So these next 3 pickups come from Hammer's Home Video, who I have already given a hard time to and blame him for my recent VHS pickup and thank him for it at the same time. But anyway, if you do not subscribe to Hammer's Home Video, what you need to do is hit pause on this one. You need to go to his channel, subscribe to his channel, then come back here. We'll finish this video, then go back to his channel and check out all his video content. He's got really cool original content. He's a really cool guy. He and I have done some trades back and forth, a few of them now. And so anyway, he and I have been chatting for a while, and I'll pick up some stuff for him. He's picked up some stuff for me. And so here are 3 Blu-rays he sent my way in a trade. The first is Edge of Tomorrow, Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt. I have seen this film and really enjoyed it. I'm not the biggest Tom Cruise guy, but I really do like this film and his role in it. So really glad to have this in the collection. The next one is one that I learned about from Rick at Down to Movie. He had talked about this film in one of his pickup videos a little while back, and it sounded really, really interesting. So I watched the trailer on it, did some reading on it, and it sounds really, really profound. And it's A Monster Calls, and I believe it is fresh. We've been told. I believe this is about a kid who is working through the grieving process and does it and involves fantasy with drawings that he's doing. So anyway, it sounds really, really interesting on the subject of grief and navigating that. So anyway, really glad to have this one in the collection. And the last one is one that I have never seen before, starring Christian Bale, and it is Exodus, Gods and Kings. So we've got the story of Moses here. We have Batman playing Moses now, and we have the gladiator playing Noah. So here are some Bible stories for you, given to us by the gladiator and Batman. So anyway, really glad to add those into the collection. Have never seen Exodus, so looking forward to checking that out. Thank you very much, Hammer's Home Video. Again, go subscribe to his channel. It's a really, really good channel, and he is a really, really good guy. So anyway, go check out his stuff. So this morning, my family slept in, and I was up early, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go do some yard sailing. And so I found one that was close to me. It said they had DVDs for sale, and so I went to check that one out early this morning, and they had this huge bin full of DVDs and Blu-rays and video games. And so anyway, I asked the lady, said, how much are you selling these for? And she says, I have taken these things all over the place, selling them at yard sales. Nobody wants them. So anyway, $1 each, or I'll say the whole bin for whatever. I wasn't interested in the bin. There's a lot of stuff I didn't care about, but there were 5 that I did pick up that I'm pretty excited to have in the collection. The first one is Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince on Blu-ray. Now I did have them all. I sold them not that long ago. But anyway, for $1, I will absolutely pick this up, either for trade or for sale, or I just might build the collection again. So we'll see. I probably will build the collection one more time. So anyway, pick that one up for $1. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. Pick that one up again for $1. So I've got 2 of the films. I probably will build the series out one more time. The next one, I have not seen this one, and it is Hellboy 2. But got that one on Blu-ray. Looking forward to checking this one out. It is got a very high rating on it. This one also I have not seen, and it is Tom Cruise, so Jury's out on whether or not I'll like it, but it's Valkyrie. And so I was excited to grab this one, especially since I haven't seen it, and it was only $1. And then this last one is, I was so pumped to find this one. There's 2 volumes, I believe, 2 volumes. I found volume 1 in mint condition at a pawn shop, and was so bummed because I would love to have had volume 2 with it. And I found it today in a bin for $1 in the disc pristine condition, and that is Mr. Bean Volume 2, The Whole Bean. So I have Volume 1, and now I've got Volume 2. Super excited. I love the Mr. Bean character. I think I mentioned it in the last video. I love this character, and so to find this in a bin that she was virtually giving away was really, really cool. So anyway, that's what I picked up at a yard sale this morning. Hey, before we hit the last set of pickups, we are now getting closer to the 250 subscriber mark. And when we hit 250, I'm giving away 25 digital codes to one winner that I'll be giving to them as a thank you for following the channel. Thank you for participating in it and commenting, all that stuff. So to get those digital codes, you do have to be a subscriber. So if you want to be in on that contest and get more of this kind of content, go ahead, hit subscribe below. You can follow me on Instagram for when we hit that 250 mark. I'll be doing an announcement and another video on the contest, and we'll give more details when we hit that. But anyway, just want to let you know that is coming up. So the last 3 things I picked up were all from Goodwill, from 2 different Goodwills that are fairly close to me. And the first one is a book, and it is about a biography on an actor who I'm a big fan of and have quite a few of his movies in my collection. And it is a biography on Cary Grant. So really excited to find this one. It was for 50 cents, and it's in great shape. So anyway, Cary Grant, really looking forward to checking this book out on his life and career. And then these 2 finds, I couldn't believe I found these at Goodwill. So really excited. So this first one is a set of 10 films, and they're all black and white. So I was excited about that. But it's a set of 10 films, Ma and Pa Kettle, all 10 films, comedy films. Now, in this Goodwill I was in, there were also 2 others, which I saw first. One was a collection of 2 films, and another was another volume of 2 other films. And each of those were they were selling for $4 each. This one had no sticker on it anywhere, and so I brought it up front, and it is all 10 films, and they sold it to me for $2 instead of $4 for 2 films. I got 10 films for $4. All of these discs were in mint condition. So anyway, I've never seen this show, but it is black and white, and it is comedy, and I'm really excited to check this one out. And then my very last thing I picked up for this week, I couldn't believe it. I stopped in at a Goodwill just for like 2 seconds to see if they had anything to put out, and I was going through quick, and they didn't really have much new. And then this caught my eye, and I was super excited. It is a Criterion Collection DVD. It is an older one, very early spine number. It is spine number 22, and it is Summertime, starring Katharine Hepburn. And so really excited to find this one. I've never seen this film, but really excited to find it for $2, an older Criterion Collection film. This came out in 1998. The Criterion edition was released in 1998, and the inside it is very different. I have a bunch of Blu-ray Criterion and one DVD Criterion, and it looks very different from this. So the booklet is just kind of this 2-page fold out. So this is early Criterion, I believe. I'm newish to Criterion in the last year, but anyway, Summertime, spine number 22. Can't believe I found this at a Goodwill for $2. So that's what I found, friends, in all the different places this week, and this is what we're wrapping up with at Goodwill. Hey friends, thank you so much for checking out this video. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for taking the time. Again, if you like this video, please do hit like. If you want more of this kind of content, do hit subscribe down below to keep up to date with all the hauls and the rankings and the birthday videos, all those kind of things. So thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate it. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you are staying safe. Take care of yourself. We'll see you next time.